Hola mi gente, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome to my beauty space where you can pretty much find makeup tips, product reviews, and anything beauty. So if that's your kind of vibe, make sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of the fun. All right, so in today's video, I'm really hype. Number one, because I haven't done a video in a hot minute. And number two, because I was just sitting around and I was like, what kind of video can I make for you guys that I don't really see a lot of going around on YouTube? And then I was like, yo, high-end makeup. Like, nobody really ever talks about their favorite high-end makeup. So I was like, let me gather around the best of the best, my fave of faves in prestige makeup, and I'm gonna put you guys on to some good, all right? We all know that high-end makeup is very much up there in price, so why not put you on to the best of what's out there? That way, if you're going to be spending some coins, you're spending your coins on stuff that's actually worth it. So go ahead and grab yourself a drink, grab yourself some munchies, and we're just going to go ahead and jump right into this video, all right? Alright, so let's go ahead and start. Ooh, do you guys see my camisa? It says Latina Power for Spanish Heritage Month. Alright, so the first thing that I want to talk to you about is going to be this Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. This is my OG primer. This is my go-to when I'm doing when I'm going to a special event and I want something to last me a long time. This is what I reach for. Now, it is a gel primer and it is extremely tacky on the skin, but it does have hyaluronic acid, so it's really hydrating and it's great for normal and dry skin. So if you haven't given this a try, I would definitely recommend it. And it doesn't give you a matte finish. The total opposite, it gives you a nice glowy finish. This actually has a really good dupe, which is the e.l.f. Mint Primer. That primer is basically the exact same thing, pretty much spot on dupe. So the next thing that I want to talk to you about is going to be the Rare Beauty, and this is the Illuminating Primer. So this is a silicone free formula. It actually has like these ultra fine pearls embedded in the formula, and it just gives you such a beautiful glowy finish. Do you see that? It is so pretty. Like, I just love how hydrating and nice it feels on my skin, and it literally will make my entire face glow. Like, it's ridiculous. I thought I wasn't gonna like it when I first read that it had like the fine pearls in the formula. I was like, that might look a little bit ashy or like a little bit too much, but it's really not. It's perfect. I love this stuff, and it's definitely my go-to primer when I'm looking for something that's gonna be a little bit more dewy and radiant finish. All right, so next I want to talk to you about this Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Serum. This hyaluronic serum, you guys, is so freaking stinking good. First of all, do you see how chunky monkey this bottle is? And not only that, but legit, I've been using this for a few months already, and as you can see, it's only up to like right there. Like, there's still so much product left in here, and I'm already like on my 3rd month of using this. So granted, I don't use it every day, but I use it enough to where I'm pretty impressed with how that's the only little bit of a dent that it's made. I love using it in my skincare routine, but I also like to use it right before I go in with a primer. So like, for example, this is a really good combination with the next primer that I'm going to talk to you about, which is going to be the Ciate London Watermelon Hydrating Primer. This is actually a bestseller of theirs, and it's a new discovery of mine. I got it in a BoxyCharm a few months back, and I still had it chilling in a box. I hadn't opened it, and then one day I was like, you know what? I really want to try this because I love watermelon scent, and it said that it was a hydrating primer. So I was like, let me take it out the box, and whew, I should have taken it out a lot sooner because she is good. It gives my face such a beautiful, beautiful glow that it almost feels like a serum instead of a primer. So the combination of this and this together is like super magic, like super, super magic. You go in with this and then you go in with a nice luminous foundation, you're gonna be looking like a goddess. Like, it is so insane how good of a combination this is. So once again, this is the Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Serum, and this is the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer. Let me talk to you a little bit about the claims of this guy right here. So it says it instantly refreshes and moisturizes the skin before makeup application. The lightweight pink jelly base actively brightens and refines pores, while the seed-like watermelon extract droplets burst through the pump and supply the skin with intense hydration. So these little seed-like droplets that you see here, that's the watermelon extract that it's talking about. And it doesn't come out that way when I pump it. So you see, it's not like a thick seed. Like, as you can see, as I am mixing it here, it's kind of like disappearing. So it's not like a chunky seed. It's very thin and it's gonna dissolve right into your skin right along with the formula. It's really, really nice. I love it. And it definitely gives you that nice plump hydrating look. So if you haven't tried this, I highly, highly, highly recommend it if you're out in the market for a nice plumpy hydrating primer. I'm gonna take a little sip of my drink. You see, I'm like right there with you guys. I have a drink too. I be drinking a little science behind the scenes. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on to foundation. For foundation, I only have one high-end foundation that I'm gonna talk to you about. And if you follow me on Instagram, you already know what's up. You already know what this is. It is the Abh Luminous Foundation. This is my tried and true foundation. Ever since they launched this a few years back, well, they actually gave me a little sample first, and I was like, let me go home and try it. I tried it, went back immediately the following day, purchased it, and haven't put it down ever since. Like, this is my absolute favorite. It's a medium buildable coverage. It's super long wearing. It's hydrating. It's a great anti-aging formula, and it's just everything that you need in a dewy foundation. And it's not even like it's a dewy foundation because it doesn't leave you with like that dewy like look. It gives you more of exactly what it says, which is like a luminous glow. It's so good, you guys. I stocked up during the 21 days of beauty and I took advantage of the half off and I got it for $19. So I hope that you took advantage of that too, because this foundation is so good. And if you haven't tried it, look out for another sale because I highly recommend this guy. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna talk about is going to be a bronzer. I have a few cream bronzers that I wanna talk about, and I also have a couple of regular powdered bronzers that I wanna speak to you about as well. So let's go ahead and start out with Fenty. We're gonna start with the Fenty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer. This is in the shade 05 Teddy, and it looks like so. So this particular bronzer, this is just a perfect non-greasy formula that blends super, super effortlessly into the skin. I'm talking about, this is just, it blends like a dream. Look at that blend. Look at how perfect of a blend that is. What I also love about this formula is that it's actually good enough to give you a nice bronzy moment, or you can also use it as a nice soft contour. So this formula I've really been enjoying since last summer, and it's also very long wearing, which for me is really important as well. A lot of times I do like to combine it with this is the Sun Stalker Instant Warmth Bronzer, and this is in the shade Caramel Cutie. I like topping it off with this because whenever I'm gonna go in with a cream bronzer or cream anything, I just really like to seal it with the powder. So I find that the combination of these two go very well together. And again, this is the Instant Warmth Bronzer Sun Stalker. And this formula is also very long wearing. It's super creamy and very easily to blend as well. This is the shade right here that I have. So these two, I really, really enjoy these. I also have this bronzer by Ciate London. Sorry, I have like hair on it. This is the bamboo bronzer. It comes in a little compact like so, and this is what it looks like. I have really been enjoying this formula, you guys. I've been using it for this is another Ciate London item that I've just had stashed away and I've just recently been reaching for. And I really enjoy this formula. This formula is really nice, really soft. This formula is super weightless on the skin, and it just gives you a really nice natural finish, almost like a skin like bronzing moment. It's really pretty, you guys. The only thing I don't like is that it only comes in 3 shades, and this is actually the darkest shade that they offer, so I'm not very crazy about that. But other than that, I really have been enjoying this formula. This is another good one, and it's also one of their best sellers as well. So another bronzer that I want to talk to you about, and this is kind of cheating because I haven't had this for a very long time. I've legit only had it for maybe about a week, but you guys, I cannot put it down. This is the ABH Cream Bronzer, and this is in the shade Chestnut. This is such a nice formula, you guys. Like, first of all, look at how huge this jar is, right? Like, this is such a big pan. And then when you look at it sideways, there's a lot of product in there. And then number 2, it is such a pretty, it's a matte finish, but it's such a pretty matte finish. Like this, I don't have a cream bronzer that is a matte finish. All of my cream bronzers that I have, they're actually a dewy or glowy finish, and the fact that this was a matte finish but I actually loved how it looked, it's actually what I'm wearing today. I really enjoyed it. I really love it, and like I said, I just can't seem to put this formula down. So if you've had your eye on this, definitely spend your coins on it because it is worth it. This cream bronzer, so good. Okay, so I have 2 different cream blushes that I want to speak to you about. The first one is going to be Patrick Ta's, and this is the Double Take Cream and Powder Blush Duo. So these come in 4 different shades. This particular shade right here is called Do We Know Her? Sorry, I have like a little hair in this one. And then I have another shade, and this is actually my favorite shade, and it's called She's All That. She's more of like a pinky moment, right? So this is what I love about this particular formula. I love the fact that it is a vegan formula. It's also very hydrating, long lasting, and it gives you a really nice natural finish. This is the color that I'm actually wearing right now. I also love that it has the cream on one side and then it gives you the powder on the other side to go ahead and lock that in, which I love. You can use them together or you can use them individually, separately. I also love that it has like this little plastic cover to go over the cream blush, just as a little bit of a protector from germs and whatnot, and I really like that. So that's like a really nice touch. What I don't like is the packaging. What is up with these brands doing this kind of packaging that you can literally get your fingerprints all over it, and it just looks dirty. Like at first it's a nice beautiful packaging, but then after time it's like, who wants to continue to just keep wiping their packaging so it looks good, you know? So it's the only thing I don't like about it. But of course that's the outside, nothing to do with the product inside. The product inside is gold. Love Patrick Ta's formula so far. I also have been enjoying this year the Milk Leap. This is the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Cream Blush Stick. This is number 1, such an amazing packaging, and the only reason why I say that is because I love the fact that you can just squeeze this product up and then just put it right back in. You can go right into your face with it, clean it off, and you're good to go. Or you can just go ahead and dip a brush in and use it that way. Regardless, the amount of product in here is ridiculous. Like, this is a big stick, and the product payoff that you get because of how highly pigmented it is really good too. So it'll last you a long time. Let me give you a swatch of this color. Look at how pretty that is. So these are actually infused with mango butter, avocado oil, apricot oil as well. So that is why they feel so nourishing on the skin, and they're really, really hydrating for you. They have a really good scent too. Like, I can smell the apricot in here. It's so good. So another blush that I want to talk to you about is the MAC, and this is the MAC Glow Play Blush, and this is in the shade Rosy Does It. So I've never really been into purchasing MAC blushes, but this particular formula stood out to me because I saw it in a BoxyCharm pop-up, and when I saw the price, I was like, you know what? I really want to try it. I know not only do I want to try it because it's a good price, but also because it looked like such a beautiful color. And let me just tell you that in person, she did not disappoint. This color is so pretty. And this is also a nice creamy formula. And it almost is like a creamy that goes into powder once it's on. It's like a cream to powder type of formula. And this is such a beautiful berry shade. I really have been enjoying this formula for the past month since I've had it, and I would really, really recommend it. If you have BoxyCharm and you see it in pop-up, hop on this. Otherwise, if you don't have BoxyCharm, it's that good that I would actually pay full price for it. I think it's like $28 or something like that. But this formula is absolutely beautiful, and I definitely want to try some other colors as well. Let's go ahead and move on to highlight, because I really only have one item that I want to talk to you about that I have just been obsessed with this entire summer. Okay, so this is going to be the Dominique Cosmetics Skin Gloss, and this is in the shade Sunset Glow. So this is supposed to be like an all-over skin enhancer, and let me just tell you that this shade is so beautiful, and it has like a beautiful like pink champagne goldish kind of shift to it. I don't know, man, she's just absolutely stunning. It's what I'm wearing right here. Let me just grab, you can either go right in with your fingers or you can grab a brush and apply it that way. Either way, she is beautiful. Do you see that? This is like the perfect summer glow. I swear to you, you need her in your collection. So this particular formula is infused with hyaluronic acid, and it's also offered in 4 other shades. I guess 3 other shades, because she has 4 shades total, and this is one of them. So I would definitely recommend this if you're into this kind of a glossy glow. It just gives a perfect glossy glow. Very glass-like, like glass skin-like. It's just perfect. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it, and I would definitely recommend for you to pick this up as well. I don't know why I keep saying recommend for you to pick this up, because in all actuality, I'm recommending you to pick all of this stuff up because I love all of this stuff. This is all worth your coins, okay? All right, I'm looking down and we are almost done. Let me get a little sip of my drink. And this is not even like alcohol. Like, I'm talking like if this is alcohol, this is like soda. So next on the list, we're going to talk about some setting sprays. I only have 2 setting sprays that I want to talk to you about. You already know. ABH Dewy Set Setting Spray. She is my love. I love her. If you're looking for a dewy setting spray that's not only going to give you a nice dewy finish, but it's going to lock in your makeup, she's your girl. I absolutely love it. It does have a little bit of a faint smell of coconut, but it's not very overpowering though. It is a water-based formula, and it's really good for not only prepping your skin, but setting your skin as well. So if you haven't tried this, definitely give it a go. And no, it does not have any sparkles in it. This is just the look of the bottle. The bottle is super cute and sparkly, but the formula itself does not have any sparkles in it at all. I would never put anything sparkly like that on my face because that's just not my type of jazz. What I also like about it is the spray. So the spritzer is a very nice spritzer, right? Like, you get a lot at once. And not only that, but it also has a nice lock. So you can lock it and nothing will come out, which is great. Like if you want to just throw it in like your purse or like your makeup bag, you don't have to worry about it bouncing around and spraying around. So I really like that. The other setting spray that I want to talk to you about is going to be another one of their best sellers of Ciate London, and this is the Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Spray. Yes, it is another setting spray that has coconut in it. I don't know what it is with me and coconut. I don't do it on purpose. It's just all the ones I love, they just so happen to have coconut in them. This one is also a really nice spray. I love how much you get. It's very similar to the ABH with the only difference is that the ABH is a little bit less aggressive. This one is a little more aggressive than the ABH. The ABH mist is more like soft and like chill. So let's talk about some of the claims and ingredients in this, right? So it is infused with coconut, and it is a luminous ultra fine mist that holds makeup in place all day. It can be used before and after makeup application for hydrating and hold. And it is vegan and cruelty free. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you just how good this is. As soon as I put it on my face, I can immediately feel it locking in my makeup. It's like the craziest thing. If you're looking for a setting spray that is going to be good for minimal transfer to your face mask, like if you like wearing a full face for work and you have to wear a face mask, this setting spray, I would highly recommend it for that, because it does a really good job at locking in my makeup and giving minimal transfer to my mask. It just really does. I actually want to show you. So like this is a mask and it's like nice and clean, and I'm gonna go ahead, I just sprayed my face with that Ciate London, so I'm gonna go ahead and just like kind of just start rubbing, you know, the areas that the mask would be covering. And look, you see that? I'm telling you guys, this setting spray is really impressive. So yeah, so if you're on the market for a minimal transfer setting spray, check out their bestseller. Once again, this is the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Setting Spray. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to powder. I have two powders I want to talk to you about. The first one is gonna be the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, and this is translucent. This particular setting powder I really love for all over the face. It does a really good job at setting everything in when I wear it, and I've already been wearing my makeup for a few hours. I noticed that it does a good job at locking everything in as far as my oils, so they don't really like seep through a lot here in my T-zone when I use this powder. So I really enjoy this particular setting powder. I just wouldn't recommend it for the under eyes if you have dry under eyes like I do, because I've tried it, but it tends to like break up under the eyes, and sometimes it can even become a little bit patchy because I guess it's a little too drying for my under eye. Let's talk about a translucent powder that is not very heavy under eye though, and that's going to be the Laura Mercier, and this is the Translucent Loose Setting Powder. This is in the shade Translucent Honey, which is like kind of like a banana powder type of shade, and this I do really enjoy for my under eyes. It's nice and light for the under eyes, and it also gives like a nice kind of like a filtered effect. This is actually the powder that I'm wearing today all over my face. I really enjoy this as well. This is long lasting, gives you no flashback. If you need something for like a special event, this is going to be your go-to. And what I love about it the most is that it doesn't really add any texture or weight to your makeup, if that makes any sense. You know how sometimes you'll put on a powder and automatically your foundation feels heavy? This doesn't do that. This is very lightweight. I guess because it's so finely milled that it's so pretty on the skin. No texture, and it does a great job also at absorbing the oils and reducing shine. So if you struggle with that, then you're definitely gonna like the Laura Mercier setting powder as well. So this guy is definitely worth all the hype that you hear about in the internet. For sure. 10 out of 10. All right, so the last thing that I want to speak to you about is going to be some Lippies. I don't really have any actual lipsticks that are high-end that I can recommend to you, because I normally don't really indulge in high-end lipsticks. The only high-end lipsticks that I really indulge in, which I mean I have one right here that I can reach for and show you, MAC satin lipsticks, I love them. So if you're looking for like a nice high-end lipstick that's gonna last you long, it's gonna be very nourishing and hydrating, these are awesome. The matte ones are also good and they're very comfortable as well. What I want to speak to you about is going to be the Rare Beauty. This is their Stay Vulnerable Glossy Lip Balm. So it's supposed to be a lip gloss and lip balm 2-in-1, and I've got to tell you, I really enjoy this formula. The color is not super highly pigmented, but you do get a little bit of color, kind of like a stain on your lips. It's so soft and nourishing that it really does feel like a lip balm and a lip gloss at the same time. It's not sticky, it's very hydrating, and it's just a really comfortable formula to have on your lips. They feel so nourishing that I really enjoy putting them on just to like hang out around the house. I sometimes will either do just a regular lip balm, or if I want to do something a little bit different, then I'll reach for this and I'll put it on, and it's just so comfortable. Throughout the day, my lips are feeling nice, they're feeling hydrated, they're not cracking, they're not feeling dry, and I really enjoy this formula. So overall, these Rare Beauty Stay Vulnerable Glossy Lip Balms are definitely a good deal. Alright guys, so that is it. We have literally reached the end of all of my favorite prestige makeup. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, that you enjoyed some of my faves that I shared with you. If there's anything that was on your wish list that you're now going to be picking up, let me know down below in the comments. And like always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and just taking time out of your day to just come chill with me and just talk makeup. I really enjoy this space that we've created for each other, and I just want to remind you, you know, just make sure that you are being kind to others, but most importantly, be kind to yourself, okay? Mwah, besitos, and I'll see you in the next video, all right? Bye.